Even though it's not technically fall for another week or so, it's definitely starting to feel like fall when we look at the Charlotte real estate market. Hey friends, my name is Christen.ripoli and I am your local real estate expert for Charlotte, North Carolina. My husband and I post videos every single week about living, working, and playing in Charlotte. We post new construction videos and the real estate stats every month. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the real estate stats for the entire month of August 2023. If any of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the little bell so that you don't miss anything we post. There are three main factors that are affecting real estate sales, not only in Charlotte, but really everywhere. High mortgage interest rates, elevated sales prices, and low inventory. If you've noticed, we are actually looking at super high interest rates. According to Freddie Mac, we are actually at a 2-decade high as of August. So that is definitely impacting the buyers in the market and the sellers if they have to buy another property. The second factor is the elevated sales prices. A lot of people hoped that the prices would go down because during the COVID market, they went up so quickly. So a lot of home buyers were putting off, or rather a lot of potential home buyers were putting off purchasing in hopes that those prices would come down. And that is just not happening yet. We are still seeing elevated sales prices. And that third factor is unfortunately lack of inventory. Now, homeowners are not choosing to list their homes on the market unless they have to in many cases, because they have to purchase another property and they don't want to lose their very low interest rates that we experienced over the past few years. Let's go ahead and dive deep into the numbers for August 2023. The first stat we're going to take a look at are the new listings. These are the new properties that hit the market in August, and we had 4,553 properties hit the market last month. That was a decent increase from July. It is a decrease from last August, which was to be expected. We're definitely looking at a slower market this year than we were last year. So it is a 12.3% decrease from last August. Because we're heading into the fall season, if you look at the historical new listings by month, you can tell that really when the summer peak, then we experience a decrease into fall and winter, generally having our lowest point around December. So just keep in mind that historically we are experiencing what we would typically see, a decrease month over month through the end of this year. The next stat we're going to take a look at are pending sales. These are the homes that went under contract in August. In August, we had 3,828 homes go under contract, which was just slightly more than we experienced in July, and a 9.2% decrease from last year in August. Again, this is typical to see a decrease through the end of this year. We will likely continue to see this number heading in a downward trend through December. Next up is closed sales, and it's exactly what it sounds like. These are the homes that closed in a given month. In August 2023, we had 3,875 closed sales, which was an increase of about 300 from July and a 14.8% decrease from August 2022. That's pretty much to be expected. If you look at the percent change all across the last 12 months, we have seen a negative every single month. So we've seen a decrease month after month after month. And the reality is the market had shifted. So 2022's numbers are definitely going to be showing a different market than 2023's. As you can tell by looking at the historical closed sales by month graph at the bottom of the page, we can expect to see this number decreasing through the end of the year, although there's a lot of variables in play, so we might see a few pops here and there, but the expectation is that the trend will continue down. This next stat that we're going to take a look at is extremely important to the market, and not everybody realizes its importance. It's days on market. It's important for a couple reasons. Number one, it's going to show the expectation to buyers and sellers about how you can, first of all, how sellers can price their homes, how aggressive they need to price their home. So just an example, if a home is sitting on market longer than is typical, then buyers can go in generally making a more favorable offer for themselves. Maybe it would be a lower contracted price, or maybe they're asking for some contingencies. If homes are on the market for a less time than is typical, then you have to be a little bit more favorable towards the seller in making your offer. So it is a very important factor to both sides of the transaction. As you can tell by our graph, in August 2023, the days on market until sale was 29 days. It has been pretty much staying on track for the last few months, staying equal. We're not seeing huge variations. And as you look at the graph at the bottom of the page showing the historical numbers, there is seasonality that is involved in this. Typically speaking, we should be looking at these numbers increasing into the winter months. So the expectation is that this number will continue to go up. However, with the low inventory being a factor, it might not go up very high. So we'll just have to keep an eye on things to see exactly what happens through the end of the year. This next stat we're going to take a look at is average list price. Now, if you've been watching the videos for a while on this channel, you remember that average list price is determined by the sellers, and it does not necessarily reflect where the closed prices are going to be. However, if the sellers are asking a little bit more aspirational prices, this number is going to go up. If they're getting proper expectations set and they're pricing right on the market, they should stay kind of even. Now, in August 2023, the average list price was $486,274, which was only slightly lower than in July. So that is not a huge surprise. We are still seeing an increase from 2022. So this just goes to show you that the sellers are expecting to make more money in 2023 than they were in 2022. So that expectation is that prices are still going up. Let's go ahead and take a look next, though, at the average sales price. Now, if you recall, the average sales price is where the homes end up selling. So this is the reality of what's happening in the market. In August 2023, that number, $474,987, which you might notice is extremely close to last month. Not a huge change up from last month, just about $700. That's very, very low. It is still showing a 3.3% increase from August 2022, which is showing that prices are still increasing, maybe not as aggressively as it was just within the last few years though. Due to the fact that we are still looking at low inventory, this number, it is likely to still keep increasing. I know this next stat is a fan favorite because everybody cares about it. The buyers and sellers both want to know what the percent of original list price received is. Sellers want to see a high number here because if it's over 100, they feel confident that they are going to receive a contracted price at or above their list price. Buyers, however, want to see this number low because it means they might be able to find a deal and make an offer lower than list price on a home. And as of August 2023, we're looking at 98.1%. So on average across the entire Charlotte region, we are seeing a sale price lower than list price, but keep in mind, this is an average. It's taking all of the homes that were sold. So it is important that if you are buying or selling in the Charlotte area, that you talk it over with your real estate agent to find out what is the average prices in the area, what are the comp prices, and that way you know exactly what's going to happen in your situation. I'll briefly touch on the Housing Affordability Index. Keep in mind that the higher the number, the more affordable it is to purchase a home in a certain area. And in the Charlotte area, we have seen this number decrease basically since February. In August 2023, the affordability number is 77, which is a 15.4% decrease from August 2022. And let's check out the last stat for today, the month's supply of homes for sale. As of August 2023, there were 1.5 months supply of homes for sale, meaning that if no more homes hit the market, it would take us a month and a half to sell out of the available inventory. This number has not changed greatly for a little while. As you can tell, all the dots are pretty close together on this section right here, which is a little low for what we would like to see, but definitely not the lowest we've seen. We would definitely like to see this number go up, so as more and more people are listing their homes, then we can get this number increased. Well, that concludes our monthly market update for today. If you have any questions about the market, leave a comment or reach out to me directly. Or if you would like to see these numbers for your town or even neighborhood, let me know and I can get those over to you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.